And thanks for clicking on my video. Welcome to my channel, Lovely Moments Creating. If this is your first time here, consider joining the family by hitting that subscribe button and remembering that notification bell so you'll be reminded when I upload a video. My name is Jenny, and on this channel I create budget-friendly home decor that's easy to do. So if you want to see some of my creations, keep watching. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you all wood pumpkin DIY. So I stopped by the Dollar Tree to look for some wood items that I can use to create some really high-end looking pumpkins, and I thought those round wood pieces would be perfect. So I picked up 3 of those, and what I'm going to do is attach all 3 of these together to create me a pumpkin. So what I'm going to do is remove the tags, and then I'm just going to push 2 of them together and then take the 3rd one and I'm going to add it on top in the center. Now to attach these, I'm going to be using this woodwork glue from the Dollar Tree along with some hot glue for a instant hold. So you can make this pumpkin hang by creating a hanger, or you can just leave it as a leaner, but I'm going to use this wood piece here from the Dollar Tree to create a stand for my pumpkin. I'm just seeing how much I want to cut down. I believe I'm just going to cut it right down the center, and I'm going to use my miter box and saw to do that. Once I get that cut down, I'm going to use this celery color paint to paint this entire pumpkin, and I will be painting the front and the back. I'm going to give it 2 light coats, letting it dry in between each coat. I love styling pumpkins around the house during the fall season. I actually just love pumpkins in general, and I really wanted some really cute high-end looking wood pumpkins, but I didn't want to spend so much money, so I'm creating these on a budget. Now what I'm going to do is take the little wood piece, and I'm going to use some antique wax to stain this. I'm going to use that same brush and just distress around the sides of the wood pieces that I connected together. And then I am going to just lightly brush over the pumpkin, just bringing in a little bit of that color. And once I get that complete, I am going to connect my pumpkin to the stand by just standing it up, and I will be using some more of that wood glue and hot glue. Once I get that all lined up and attached, the Dollar Tree does have these little wood stems, and I'm going to just find one that I think is the perfect size for this pumpkin, and then I'm just going to attach it to the back of the middle wood piece, and I'll just be using hot glue to attach that piece. Once I get that all lined up and attached, I am going to do a little bit of embellishing. So I have some floral picks from Walmart, and I'm just going to pull these pieces apart so that I can attach them separately. Now I love that this pick was only 97 cents, so it kept this project budget friendly, but I love that it has the little raffia attached to it. So what I'm doing now is just taking hot glue to attach the 2 leaves. Now I'm just attaching the raffia, and I'm just keeping it like in that bow form and attaching it right in the center. And then now I'm going to attach that last little floral piece that was on there. I'm going to take my scissors to cut some of the raffia down on each side. And after I trim the raffia down, that will be it for this pumpkin. I think it came out really high end and I absolutely love this. Cannot wait to style this in my home for the fall season. So you know the Dollar Tree have the little wood slices. So I picked up a couple of packs of these. For this next DIY, I'm going to be using 3 of them. So I'm pretty much doing the same technique that I did in the first DIY by adding 3 of these wood slices together to create a little pumpkin. Now what I'm going to do is use that pumpkin color chalk paint and paint 3 of them. And I'm just going over the front. I'm not going to go like all the way to the edge. I want to leave a little bit of that natural color to give me that distressed look. So anytime I see any wood items in the Dollar Tree, like these wood slices or any wood rounds, I like to pick those up for my stash because you can create so many different high-end looking decor pieces with them. And the Dollar Tree recently have put out a lot more really good quality wood pieces. Now I do want this little pumpkin to stand as well, so I'm just going to take 2 of these tumbling block pieces out of the game from the Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to stain these as well using some antique wax. Now what I'm going to do is just stack these like I did the previous DIY and attach it by using a combination of that wood glue along with some hot glue, and I'm just going to place that right on top. I'm going to find me another stick out of the little bag from the Dollar Tree. That's the perfect size, and then I'm going to attach that to the back. I'm just going to add some hot glue right at the top and the back, and then I'm going to place the stick right in the center. Now I'm going to embellish this a little bit around the stem. I have this cute little pick from Hobby Lobby. I thought the leaves on here was so adorable, so I'm just going to cut 2 of these leaves off and then a small amount of those berries. I'm going to use some hot glue to attach the leaves, and I'm just adding 1 on each side of the stem, and then I'm going to add the little berries. Now what I'm going to do is take some jute cord to create a little simple bow by wrapping it around my fingers a few times, and then I'm going to pull them off. I'm going to grab the center and wrap the cord around the center. I'll take some hot glue to tack that down and then cut off the excess cord. Then I'll go back in and just cut through the loops, and then I'm just going to take this little bow and attach it right in the center of the stem, and that will be it for this cute little pumpkin. I'm going to add the little tumbling blocks on each side so that it can stand, and that will be it for this. I absolutely love how this turned out. It is so adorable, and this pumpkin also have a nice little high-end look to it. So these next 2 little wood pumpkins, I must say, are my favorite. I have a bag of these little logs from the Dollar Tree. This is another item if you see in the Dollar Tree that you want to pick up. So what I'm going to be doing is using 8 out of this pack to create 2 pumpkins, and so I'm going to have 4 for each pumpkin. So what I'm going to do is attach these together. I'm going to stand them up, and I'm going to have 2 in the center and one on each side. I'll just be using hot glue to connect these. So I'm going to connect those two first, add this one in the front and the other one in the other on the other side, just like this. And then I'm going to repeat this and connect the other four. Once I get that connected, I'm going to pick out two small stems to add right to the center of these pumpkins. And I'm just going to be using hot glue to connect them. I'm just looking for some shorter ones. And then I'm just going to add the hot glue. And I'm adding extra hot glue all around for extra support. I'm not going to do too much embellishing to these two little pumpkins. I am going to pour some little greenery off a Walmart pick, and I'm just going to add a couple of leaves on each side, and that will be it for these pumpkins. I absolutely love these. I think they are so cute, and they really have a nice rustic look to them. So this next DIY is really simple. I'm going to be using 2 packs of these wood slices from the Dollar Tree. And what I'm going to do is just stack these 4 together. And I'm just going to use hot glue to complete that. After I get that done, I am going to take some of that sage color chalk paint, and I'm just painting the top piece with that. Once I get that complete, I am going to use another one of the stems out of that pack. I found a little chunky one, and I'm just going to add that right to the center. Now I do have some of this garland here from the Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to cut off a small piece of this. I'm going to do a little more embellishing to this piece than I did the previous two. I'm just using my paintbrush handle to wrap the garland around to get the little spiral look, and then I'm going to use some hot glue to attach it right to the top. After I get that done, I'm going to pull 2 of those leaves off of that Hobby Lobby pick, and then I'm going to create a little small bow using some jute cord, and I'm going to attach that right in the center of the leaves and add a few of those berries, and that is it. This is so cute. It's very rustic, but I think it's so cute, and it fits the theme of the pumpkins that I was going with in today's video. And for this next pumpkin DIY, I'm going to be using a combination of the wood slices with these sticks from the Dollar Tree. And what I'm going to do is just take these sticks and I'm just going to hot glue them to the top of this wood slice. No rhyme, no reason, just covering up the wood slice. After I get that complete, I'm going to add one of the stems in the center. And then I'm going to embellish this with these strings from a luau skirt from the Dollar Tree. I'm just tying it around the stem and creating a little simple basic bow. After I get the bow made, I am going to trim down some of this. I really like working with this luau skirt as raffia because it's very easy to work with. Now I have this greenery pick, these lamb's ears from Walmart, and I'm just clipping off 2 small leaves so that I can attach them. I'm also going to pull off those little white berries from that Hobby Lobby pick, And I also have some berries off of that 97-cent Walmart pick just to bring in a little color. And then after I get those little berries attached, it will be done. I absolutely love how this turned out as well. This is so rustic, but it is so cute. Thank you all so much for tuning in and watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed this video just as much as I did. If so, please remember to give this video a thumbs up, and if you haven't already done so, subscribe to my channel because I would love to have you here. As always, in the comment section below, let me know which one of these DIYs were your favorite. I hope you did get some inspiration from today's video. And until next time, my friends, stay safe so that I can see you in the next video.